6 got here.
Oh yeah. All right, y'all. We're recording. Vechain, guys. I've been getting hyped about Vechain. I've been messing about Vechain, and we want to talk about it for a
Oh
little bit.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Like
Oh yeah,
yeah.
buddy.
Like just whatever way you look at it, the price action, its future. There's so much upside with Vechain, and we just kind of wanted to run through a little bit of what we're seeing right now. Do you want to start off with the chart and like talk about the price action?
Yeah, yeah, sure,
So
sure.
yeah,
Pull it
so
up.
I mean, they can see on my end here. So we're basically in a descending triangle, and we're up against support right here. On the daily, we're right up against major resistance on our exponential moving averages, our 100, our 200, our 50. So we're up against those on the daily. But you were pointing out how on these smaller time frames, like the 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour,
Yeah,
we're in support, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
yeah.
like we're there's a bit of convergence from like if you look at the 1 hour, we literally sliced through both, not even both, like 21 EMA, 100 EMA,
All
200
EMAs.
EMA.
Yeah.
And then if you even zoom out to the 4 hour chart, same exact thing happened. And now the dailies passed through the 21 EMA. It's testing the 100 EMA as we speak now, and then hopefully if it closes above it, or maybe continues to move past that to slash through the 200 EMA, then that's definitely a very good sign.
Oh yeah, so we're definitely super bullish on our hourly EMAs. The only thing to consider here is that on our daily, we are up against resistance, and in
Yeah,
those EMAs are more they're more significant. But I mean, we're testing them, so the question is, are we gonna get rejected or do we flip it as support? We just have to see how this plays
yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
basically.
No, I agree.
Yeah, it's very interesting because man, indeed if we can break above our EMAs on the daily, that would be a bullish breakout out of a descending triangle. That would be super, super bullish, man. Super bullish.
Definitely,
100%.
definitely. And that's like a common theme in general. Like even if you look at the daily chart, through the first time, I would say if you maybe scroll back to like end of May, beginning of June on the daily chart, that's
Yep,
when
yep.
we passed through the EMAs, the 100 and the 200 EMA, and then we saw it skyrocket and had this huge uptrend, consolidated for a bit to the side, and then it went back down to test that EMA now. So anything can happen at the moment, but we're definitely a lot more bullish than.
Yeah.
It depends. Like we need to close above the some of those previous highs it made, like
Like the
somewhere
1
on
and the
the
200.
0.012 or
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
Like that's a very good point how like if we look back here in May, June, once we crossed below our 200 and 100 definitively, bro, we shot up. We shot up for
yeah,
you know, 2 months basically. And so right now we're below our EMAs, our 100 and 200. I believe those are the most significant on the daily. If we can close above those, man, I think VChain's gonna. I think if we can close above the 100 200 on the daily, definitively, like
yeah.
not just poke above, but like hold above it, I think it's just a matter of time before we go to 2 cents.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
that's gonna be very very bullish. So price action wise, VChain is at a very interesting place right now. You can say it's at an apex. It's up against resistance. So we have to see how this plays out. But it's at a very interesting place. I've been
yeah.
accumulating VChain just above a penny. I'm very bullish on the long term future of VChain. So why don't we delve into some of the things we've been looking into with like VChain and what we see as its use case and stuff like that. I don't know if you want to start us off or
Yeah, no, it was like maybe like I'm telling you, the first thing that got me into cryptocurrency was like I was just one of my friends showed me VeChain, what they're planning on the project as a whole, and then it looked like it looked like it's filling a void that like the supply chain management all across the world has been kind of struggling with, and not even supply chain, but even in general, just product identification and trusting the product, trusting the quality of the product. It's solving that, and that's an area of the industry where a lot of those big corporations lose a lot of money, trillions of dollars, just because either counterfeiting, loss of quality, loss of trust in the quality of the product, and VChain's tackling that. So There's
Yeah,
a couple things we can talk about,
yeah.
but
Yeah, so like essentially just like if we can like really simplify here and you jump in whenever you feel free, is basically VChain helps to improve supply chains by helping track products throughout every stage of the supply chain, and ensuring quality and yeah,
yeah.
basically, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, like it's literally it's whatever the product's being manufactured that there's if we're talking literally it's like details, yeah, it's like there's a tag that gets created for it, and that tag basically since the day this product is manufactured, it tracks everything, tracks the how it was handled, tracks where it went, location, it even tracks if we're talking about food and beverage, for example, it tracks the temperature, humidity, up to specific quality standards and kind of traces that and tells you if this was properly stored at certain temperatures, where did it go, how long did it stay there for, which warehouses, and it just helps with everything. It helps with loss management, just track and tracing everything up to retail, up to it literally being on the shelf, and then that's when the consumer can come in and literally with app that they can easily scan that code, and it just gives them the whole history. It gives them the history of just the overall timeline. Who owned this? Where did it come from? And that's pretty good. That's something that I see myself even utilizing in the future.
Man, this could help improve so many supply chains throughout the world. Just improving the quality of supply chain by tracking and everything. Man, like
Oh yeah,
if this gains any kind of like real world use case, VChain could really, really shoot up. Like, I mean, it already has a few partnerships. Like we were looking into how it's already partnered with BMW, Walmart China.
oh
Um,
yeah,
yeah, like with BMW, from what I understand, because like we were looking up different articles and stuff, is they have formed a partnership with BMW. VChain did in order to like track the maintenance and the sales of cars, and all this is tracked on the blockchain, and the owner
oh
gets to
yeah,
choose what kind of information he shares with whomever he wants. And so this is a super interesting idea of tracking, car sales, anything to do with the car maintenance on the blockchain. That's a
yeah,
very interesting idea. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. And
yeah.
I don't know if you can see my screen here, if it's sharing my screen,
It's
but
black right now, but
it's just wanted to see if is it still is it
yeah,
still black?
yeah, yeah. It's just black.
Okay, I see. So, anyways, it's not a problem, but I just want to see maybe you can even show on your screen. But there's a diagram basically since you're talking about BMW. There's a lot of industries that this is going to be implemented for. But if we're
Mm.
talking about vehicles and just the whole auto industry in general, the main idea is that VChain is trying to track the vehicle ownership, the usage timeline, say, services history, and all that. And basically, for the most part, any data, any critical data that your vehicle or the vehicle maybe, let's say that you're trying to buy off of someone, would be stored on that tag, and that's stuff from your. If you change the filter at a certified retailer, if you change the battery, if the owner changed the battery, if it ever got towed, if there's any repairs, that any accidents, if you ever, even to a point where like have how long or how many times did you take the car for detailing, if you did any technical checks, any sales previously to that. So it's basically taking all this information that right now we'd have it all stored in basically with the insurance company, with whatever repair shop you had that you went to, or the bank or the manufacturer. Instead of that data being stored at those like entities, I guess. Now it's all stored on that tag and it's all being shared for you to easily kind of scan that. And that helped a lot, basically. Even I just saw one thing in Europe, basically, it was almost estimated, I think, at a 1 trillion euros, basically, of just in general the car. value increased by 2,000 to 5,000 euros because you had some odometer frauds where those odometers were being rolled back, and you can never really tell if that was done. So retailer can't even tell, and then at the end of the day, you're buying a car that's kind of that was without the critical information you actually needed. So that's basically targeting to change the current data exchange to the user, and if there's any alterations in that data, you can easily identify it, and it's basically building that trustless exchange between you and a second-hand buyer, which is pretty good. That's something that's really gonna solve a lot of problems.
Oh man, yeah. I can imagine that even having like insurance implications, like maybe even
Oh yeah,
yeah, like making insurance cheaper, possibly, right? But yeah, man, it's not even just BMW. Like they have partnerships with China Walmart. Now I don't know how many notes we wrote on that, but just the fact that it's not just BMW. Vechain has a partnership with Walmart China.
oh yeah,
Not just that, but I believe they have some kind of partnerships with like wine companies. Where I believe in
oh yeah.
China,
So like
yeah,
in
yeah,
in 2019, they had Walmart China basically had a partnership with Vechain, and they developed a platform to track 23 products from manufacturing up to people buying it, and people were actually able to scan those for any quality, like identifications in general. And even for the most part, they're also targeting just luxury goods and the wine industry. It's basically allowing the luxury and fashion brands to they can basically digitize their brands and create a link between the physical product and the blockchain network. And that's basically helping building trust and eliminate any counterfeiting that happens. If some people, they want to buy a Gucci bag, or they want to buy a Louis Vuitton bag, or they want to buy one of the most, expensive wines out there, but you're always scared of like, okay, like how much do I trust this wine? Has it really been has it been aged for that long, or is this just a scam, or is this something that's am I really getting the value of my money? And that's basically solving that for you. Like all these products will have those tags, and from manufacturing up to way to you buying it, and it's transparent, regardless of whatever. You don't even need to trust anything anymore. All you gotta trust is that QR code, and if it's showing the quality standards that you'd want to see before you spend your money on such an expensive or luxury product, then it's all right there, right in front of you. It's all one pass platform. Everything is right there on your phone.
yeah. And so like there's plenty of examples here where VChain is already helping to improve supply chains in the real world today. But this use case is only going to grow in the future. And if
Yeah.
indeed we do get a bull run, which I think we both, I mean, I think we both think that we're going to get a bull run this next year, and use case for VChain is growing all throughout that time. Man,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
I'm very optimistic for the future of VChain.
Oh yeah. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with VeChain. I mean, if Walmart and BMW is already utilizing that, then there's good things around
Oh yeah,
for this project here.
yeah. Like we're currently ranked 30 in terms of total market cap. We have a market cap of 750 million. So just
And
over
it's so
700 million.
cheap. It's
Man,
so cheap now.
just over a penny, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, like,
Buy it. Buy it, people.
um, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not gonna tell people what to do. But hey, I've been accumulating the shit out of this. I've been accumulating VChain all throughout, like around the 1 cent area. Man, like so like
This is it.
it is it dude, when it comes to price predictions, it's kind of bullshit. You can kind of extrapolate based on like market caps. Like if Bitcoin reaches this market cap, what's this likely to grow in proportion, and like you can do like Fibonacci extensions, but ultimately no one really knows. But I say this just to say that even though price predictions are kind of bullshit, I have been like fishing around for price predictions, reasonable price predictions in the future, and I'm hearing a
Mhm.
lot of people say VChain 50 cents to a dollar in the next bull run.
Whew.
And if, dude,
Whew.
man, yeah, if indeed we do, let's say we just get 50 cents, right? Conservative. Um,
Mhm.
man, it's just over a penny right now. It's nearly a 50x, right?
I'm telling you, man, you can never go wrong. You can
Yo,
never go wrong.
man, when it comes to the high cap coins, VChain, in my opinion, is like if you're considering top 100 or like top 50 by market cap coins, this is my opinion. I think VChain has the highest ROI potential out of all of them.
Oh
Like
yeah. Oh yeah.
VeChain could do absolutely crazy if it really gains a lot of adoption within this next year here. And I think VeChain is going to be wildly helped out by this upcoming bull run that we get with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So man, I'm super bullish on VeChain. Super bullish.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We were even saying
100%.
like, we might get a bull run this year, but what's going to happen 5, 10 years from now? Like VeChain's going to stick around, man. VeChain's not going anywhere. It's just going to further
Yeah, man.
improve. It's going to get more partnerships. Its use case is going to grow. Man,
Yeah,
what?
then it's one of those projects that's actually solid, Nick. Even
Oh
in
yeah,
general, like you have a lot of good projects everywhere. You can go and research right now, whoever's listening. You can find projects everywhere that sound amazing, sound like it's the next big thing. It sounds like this that come up, but man, with Vici, it's been around for a bit now, and that it's extremely undervalued at the moment, and um, it's one of those ideas, one of those projects where it's not really just tackling something or creating an issue and then finding a solution for it. This is something that's literally just the world in general. Forget about it being a cryptocurrency. It's just tackling one of those major problems we're having globally when it comes to supply chain demand, and for the more you're having a lot of it, it's going to help with loss management, it's going to
oh
help with
man.
this tracking in general. Man, this is it,
Yo,
this is it.
this is it. You're right, and not only that, it's the leader in its space. Like this is a niche, right? Like the improvement of supply chains, but
Yeah.
it's kind of a niche thing. But VeChain is the leader in that space. No one's even close. So
Oh yeah.
everyone can understand how improving global supply chains, if someone can do that, they're going to reap the benefits of that. Anyone can see that. And VeChain is a
Oh yeah.
leader in that space. We're getting a
Oh
bull
yeah.
run next year, and we're constantly getting new partnerships. I mean, come on. Like, bro,
It's pretty nice.
yeah, man.
Yeah, it is.
VeChain is the coin I've been focused on accumulating as of late. In the near future, if I can accumulate anywhere around 1 penny, I'm going to be doing so as much as I can. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an asshole. But man, like all these things are still the case. Like VeChain could really help to improve global supply chains. If it's
Yeah.
successful in that, man, VeChain's gonna then it's gonna do great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, hey, those are all I think most of my thoughts for the moment. I don't know if you got any last words there.
No, no, I'm just saying in general, our plan here, whoever is listening up to this point, but the
Yeah.
plan right now is that we're trying to find all those projects that are linking and bridging the cryptocurrency world to the actual real world, and it's finding gaps and voids to fill up and actually provide value there. So definitely keep an eye out. That we'll be putting more and more videos about projects similar to VeChain. And at the end of the day, this is all about you learning and doing your own research to provide the idea, or provide a first step for you to identify those projects. But definitely, it's all about researching and increasing your knowledge with those projects. So keep an eye out, and you'll hear a lot more projects from us that are around something just to shed the light on some of those valuable I said projects. Wait, let's just
No,
end this. Yeah,
yeah, no,
you get it.
no. But listen, no, you're totally right, man. Like, we're gonna like you guys definitely need to like and subscribe because we've been talking about content that we want to put out in the near future, and we're gonna be pushing out a lot of really I think significant, relevant things in the cryptocurrency world. We're also gonna be focusing a lot more on VeChain in the near future. Any big news, new partnerships, we're definitely gonna be talking about it. So if you want to hear more about VeChain, definitely subscribe. And yeah, man, I think we rambled on long enough. If anyone's still listening, you're a
That's
trooper.
pretty much it. That's
Yeah,
pretty much it.
yeah, yeah. That's pretty much it. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening, and take care.